Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Darksiders 2. Please subscribe and click that notification bell. So we've got the third soul for the Judicator. Now, we could naively believe that the Judicator is going to just go with us after we give him the third soul, but almost certainly we're going to have to fight him. Although it is a little weird that if we are going to fight him, we'll be fighting him either here or maybe down there.
Judgment is at hand.
Because fighting an arena with a hole in the middle seems like it would be kind of a pain. And this arena isn't that big. This animation is the same 3 times in a row. And it's not like that much gameplay has happened in between each of those animations. In less than an hour, we saw that animation 3 times.
You forget your station, Nephilim. You may be a horseman, but I am a lord of the dead.
And your king demands an audience.
This realm belongs to corruption now. None alive can stand against it.
You misjudge me.
You ride without the power of the seals at your back. You would not survive even the weakest trial of the realm.
I brought low the arena's champion.
That is but a game, Pale Rider. There are other trials meant to punish. Speak with the voice in the gilded arena. Ask of the Psychomeron. If you live, we will speak again.
So I guess this is the third character that his challenge is to go to the Psychomeron. That's quite the made-up word. Wow, I'm really surprised that he really submitted. Let's just jump down here and see what happens. I figured that was worth a try. Alright. So there's a couple of collectibles here that you could miss. We need to now equip this and summon both of these guys. And meanwhile, we'll send one guy that way and one guy that way. So these two ghosts are going to pathfind and follow each other in what is a very old school, not very smooth action. And now that both of them have turned to stone, the gate opens. And we've almost certainly seen at least one other place where that is the case, where we need 2 people standing on stones. But let's see. We have the Pharisee and the Judicator. And actually, I probably don't need to take another step. Like, there's really no reason to do that. We can instead just fast travel to the Judicator's tomb. And let's see. We wouldn't be able to do what's over here because we still need the portal gun. I don't think we can get into the City of the Dead. If I come over here and look at the Soul Arbiter scroll, we're still missing things. So yeah, I don't think we're ready for that. It wants us not to return. I don't think there's a reason to return to the Pharisee's tomb. I don't think there's a reason to go to the Sentinel's gaze. Although it might. No, I don't think so. I'm trying to think about the Sentinel's Gaze and see if there might be something, some reason for that. No. Serpent's Peak. Crucible doesn't make a lot of sense. There's a chest here. There's a chest here. There might very well be several chests in the mall. I think I want to try and take the lair of the deposed king. So let's fast travel here. And a little bit of a load. Go ahead and equip what this is, the Bloodless Talisman. And let's see. I think the bridge is right here where we have 3 chests that just don't appear on the bridge, although they're marked as if they're on the bridge. So seems like when you get combos going, you do more damage. Well, that doesn't seem right. And what was the speed up button? The left bump? Yeah. Alright. So I want to go back down this way. The thing with this guy was that we couldn't defeat him because he was just too strong. We can look at the map. It's like we've been everywhere. Apparently I missed a chest at the end. But well, I just couldn't go any further than the deposed king. Alright, so I could go through here. There's no reason to go through here. I think I've been all throughout this level. Well, there might actually be reasons to go through these, because like there might be one of the bloodless around this area. See if I go through this door. What is this? I'm gonna have to remember. Well, that is not the way to travel. That is definitely not the way to travel. Don't do what I just did. Yeah, this was just a collectible. The other side of this, however, is where one of the guys is. Alright. So, drop, drop, fall, jump, hook, hit this. Now it'll be rather frustrating as we take this little bit of a break from the main story. If I make it to the deposed king and it still doesn't help me any. And I really don't agree with the idea that See, if I had one more... Oh man, if I had one more thing, I would be able to open this, wouldn't I?
The book has more pages, and all of them more keys.
So if I find one more Book of the Dead page... Like, I'm in the right place, am I not? And that's the door we just went through, so I must... This game has way too many dungeons for you to return to any of them. Like I am now. It's just a nightmare scenario. Right. Yeah, there's an elevator. And over here we have the Bloodless. And now it shows up, and it looks like it's just a it looks like it's really just a creature, one of the monsters, one of these bug creatures that I guess it's kind of nice that they didn't use these bug creatures too often, because they're not quite in line. Let's see. Am I really hurting these guys? I was starting to question it. And looking now. So it's either the elevator that takes us downward, or it's this path that takes us downward. I don't think it's this path. I think it's the elevator. We've seen another one of these Bloodless somewhere in this land, but we haven't seen the third. And it won't be right next to it, to this one. But no clue as far as to where they would be in the Forge lands. So that quest, I imagine, revolves more around... And I've already killed everybody in both of these chambers. Now, where are we now? Got a little bit of health issues, certainly. But not a big deal. So here's the deposed king. Let's hit this guy and see how much damage we're really doing. He's still not really taking too much damage. Now when I hit him with this, I am taking out a decent amount of chunks. So maybe if I do enough of this and let some other people keep him busy. Now he had this frozen attack that was proving to be a pain. He's still doing too much health. Like, just too much damage. Like, Yeah. Yeah, that's still too much. Like, I'm a much closer. I'm like much closer now to being able to beat them, but I still have a lot of stuff that I need to do and learn. So that's a shame. Let's see. What was this one? If we set this one as active, where was this guy? We're supposed to kill him in the Psycho Marion. Interesting. So that's where we're supposed to go anyways. So let's just go to the Eternal Throne. Like, our main quest, I think, is to go to the Psycho Mariam anyways. And what was... Let's see. Bester's road to meet you with a message. Travel back to the Gilded Arena and speak to the voices that haunt the decrepit walls. They will show you the way to the Psycho Mariam. Interesting. How are we on inventory? Like, I could probably live with what I've got for a while and just try and see if we actually can eventually hit a point where we have at least one of these categories full of items. Oh yeah, I guess if I taken off the bloodless, that would have increased my defense a little bit. Not that much though. I've got so much to sell though. All these relics, all of this. It doesn't make a lot of sense. So, over to the map. At least my fast travel location, if I don't leave any dungeons, will get me back to the lair of the deposed king pretty quickly. So maybe going forward I don't lose that fast travel location. I don't think it really matters enough though for that to be an issue. Let's talk to this guy. He has axe training for 10,000, which I think that might be a glitch anyways. We didn't actually see if we could upgrade anything. Let's see, upgrade. Do we have anything that would work? This would move that up. So take that. Do I want another 10 points or 1 point of frost damage? I will take another 8 points of defense. And he's possessed double size. Now I can take some more defense. And I don't think anything else. And our Mace Maximus, let's see, equip that. Like, upgrade Inferno damage. And I just don't want to feed any weapon into something that is just going to give it experience and level up, because that's actually a bad idea now. Let's see. So I can sell one of these and one of these. We can start by selling relics and relics and relics. Now I have like a bonus skill point. Let's see, Blade Master Talisman, still don't really want to sell it. Armbands, sell. and mace, sell, and axe. So, like, I feel like the game would punish me for having this stuff. Like, just holding on to it, even if I'm not going to use it. And they'll just not drop as much. I wanted... There's no special ability for Rusinov's axe, too, so... Like... Is Rusinov's axe a... poison? Like, I may have sold things I shouldn't have sold. Actually. And the Chaos Fang. So let's see. None of these weapons are possessed weapons, and I don't think they ever will be. So whatever slight bit of ability I could feed them into a possessed weapon would be minimal. This is an improvement in defense, so we'll purchase that while not losing any experience. Let's see. This is an improvement in everything, so we'll take that. Seems like on this one I don't have anything that would improve experience, which is good because I'm low on money. This one I don't have anything that would improve experience, which is good because I'm low on money. And this would be the same for 73,000. Well, it'd be better. Seems like my resistance when I get frozen doesn't matter that much fighting that one character. So I do want to keep resistance and what it's at, but I don't want to make too much of a deal about it. Let's see. Seems kind of pointless to sell for 200 gold one of them. Alright. So, this is our weapon. And it's got only the new equipment on. Is this level 17 possessed? Yes, it is. So, Rusinov's axe is my new weapon that I will start trying to upgrade to beat the Mace Maximus. And maybe once it's better than the Mace Maximus, we'll do something. This is by far better, so we equip that. This is by far better, so we equip that. It seems like equipping half of this stuff really just selects between a couple of random things as far as actual graphical experience or appearance. So yeah, I don't know what you want to take from that. Like, if I was to try to upgrade this with the two things I have, I could give it a defense of 100. That's not... Let's see. The defense right now is 0. So if I gave it some defense pieces, I don't know. I'll just kind of hold on to things because I really don't even need to sell anything. There was a counter asking like how many of these serpent messages you've sent, and mine of course is at 0. So I wonder, is there a real way to send a message here? I mean, it doesn't seem like there is. game certainly doesn't seem like it has that ability. Like, maybe this just integrates directly into your Steam Messenger, or maybe it integrates into its own service, or maybe it doesn't integrate into anything. It certainly would have been part of the Xbox Live abilities. Alright, so I can damage dealt by ghouls is awarded as wrath for death. Restores 1 wrath per ghoul attack, which could be quite a bit. And just allow me to constantly do that. But I want to go with Fiery Souls for the moment. Try and have these ghouls do more for me. They seem to work pretty well. Next, main map. So we just go to the Gilded Arena. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a Bloodless in the Gilded Arena. I don't remember the boat looking like a giant skull. Maybe I never got a good picture of it. Or maybe never turned around and looked. That's a possibility too. But doesn't this passage actually just exit us out? I guess not. Before we do too much, let's look at the entire map and see if there's anything we missed. Doesn't seem like it. Now I can't really complain about this game. Is like I can't really complain about the game taking us back to a location we've already been. Like that kind of makes sense. It would have been better if we were more used to an experience like that. That way we're not always entering new arenas and new dungeons that then turn out to feel very empty and weak.
So you have returned. What is it you seek this time? I seek the Psychomeron. If such a thing were possible, it would surely consume down to your very soul. I have a few to spare.
Indeed. But I wonder, are they too old to burn after so many eons?
Like, you really didn't need... Like, we really didn't need to come to this area just to be transported to another area. We could have been transported by jumping down the hole that I did jump down, where the Judicator was, and just been transported right then and there. Alright, let's see. So every little hit they're doing is supposed to be? Wow, that was a very cinematic execution. I wasn't expecting it to go black bars on that. I was expecting it to be in-engine. But I guess maybe I'd never seen that execution before, so you get the black bars and a slowed down version of the execution for the first time. And this feels like it's very much going to just be a maybe arena. Like, how many times have I said, though, that I would be fine with taking on an arena? Particularly the Gilded Arena should have been the point where we fought an arena. I assume they're either doing ice damage or I'm doing ice damage to them to slow them down. Like, I'd be cool if this is just 20 different fights in a row. And break it up. I've said that so many times, though. It's not believable to even begin to think that that's what's going to happen. I imagine we are going to do a fight here, and then we'll go through into a dungeon, and then we'll do a fight there. Also needs to be questioned is how much time did I spend playing Menu Hero again? Looking at my inventory. Yeah, this is gonna be a puzzle of sorts. So we just came from the room here, and we're gonna go forward here, and we're seeing it's a puzzle, so we already know something new. We've already got yet another weapon. I don't know if you really want to increase your execution chance, because execution's not going to work on other weapons. Like, well, it'll work on the weapons, it won't work on big enemies. Like, you're not going to execute the next big boss and get a very quick fight. You're not going to get anything quick, actually. We could look at the stats again. It's 18 hours and 12 minutes now. We've almost spent 2 hours in combat, which would be interesting if it weren't for the fact that there were 16 hours out of combat. 55,000 gallons of blood spilled. Total numbers of distance traveled and the amount of things we've done. We've only done 10 primary quests. Like, 10 primary quests would be probably an entire game, depending on how long they are, let alone 12 secondary quests. And there's just no sign of stopping. No sign of stopping at all. It just seems like it's going to go on forever and ever and ever. Amazingly long game. Kind of questionable why it wasn't broken into two. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. If you want to support me even further, gift me a game on Steam. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.